Morning! Yung bagoong mo ba manghang, kuya?
Hindi po.
Hindi, okay. Po.
Thank you.
Salamat po. Welcome to FoodieMommaPH. We are here in Marikina, my favorite city in Manila. Today we're going to have a Filipino street food feast. I'm going to show you some of the unheard, underrated, classic, and some of my favorite Filipino street foods here in the Philippines. So let's go eat some Filipino street food. How I've missed the smell of fresh meat just hanging on every meat shop, meat stalls, whatever I see here. There's only one thing that I am very curious to check, which is the price of red onion and white onion. Magkano po yung sibuyas? Ito pong puti. 200. Magkano po sa sibuyas?
280.
80? 280
280.
ang kilo. From what I've been hearing in the news, the price of the onion is not so bad at the moment. I feel like it's like half the inflated posted price, but most items in general in this market, they have gone up from the last time that I came here. But these are the local produce. I mean, where else do we get them, right? So I just entered the other side of the public market. I went back to a place that is nostalgic to me because ever since we moved here in Marikina, I discovered this little humble house that's selling a dessert called Bibingkang Galapong. It used to be very small, but now it looks like it's renovated. That means they've been a better place right now. There was like a very small sari store that time, and then I would normally buy the Bibingkang Galapong outside, which is like this. It was set up like this outside. I think the last time I bought here was in 2019, around maybe August, September. Almost every day I would buy from this stall because you would not see this. I'm gonna show you. I think I'm gonna ask the expert chef here to show us how she makes the Bibingkang Galapong. Let's go. So, ilang itlog po yung nilalagay niyo?
6.
6 na itlog. Ano po yung sa kaliwa?
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch lang. Tapos,
Gatas keso. Nakalagay na dyan yung keso.
ilang oras niyo po yan pinapakulo?
Hindi ko inoorasan eh.
Huh?
Basta pag kumulo siya, sasali ko na siya.
Tapos, pagkasalin,
Pagkasali, patitigasin ko, lalagyan ko ng toppings ng latik gata ng nyog.
okay.
Yan ang gata.
Paano ginawa ito latik?
Pinakuloan lang.
So, asukal tsaka,
Gata.
pinakulo niya ng ilang oras to?
Yan hindi ko rin alam.
Yan ang sekreto ng recipe, yung hindi alam.
Tansya lang ng lagay ang ano ko.
Yan na yung pinaka-topping, no?
Dahon, saging. Pagkamik mo ng marami, masasama mo yung dahon.
Ano nga po pang pangalan niya? Tagal ko nang...
Baby.
Aling baby. Tagal ko nang bumibili dito eh. Ano ba?
Hindi na tumatanda yan.
Laging baby.
Laging baby yan.
Hello po. Ano po pangalan niya?
Narciso Morillo.
Narciso Morillo.
Roy, Palayo.
Aba, kilala na kayo dito.
Kailangan siya malapang.
Paano nabanggit niyo sa akin dati yung recipe na yan, tinuro ng nanay niyo?
Patay na nga nanay ko. Kamamatay lang nung atres.
Condolence po.
Ay, nanay ko nasa picture.
So, recipe niya yan?
Lahat yan ng natutunan kong kakanin sa kanya lahat nagmula. Ngayon lang lumalakas-lakas yung kakanin ng nanay ko.
Paano niya tinuro yung recipe sa inyo?
Hindi rin naman tinuro eh.
Nakikita niya lang?
Kahit lang mahinto na siya sa pagluluto, hindi ko pa rin nakukuha yung pagluluto niya. Tinapon ko lahat,
Hindi ka last.
palpak. Ito pinakamabili yung galapong. Kailangan haluin eh, yung itlog, baka mabuo.
Gano'ng katagal yung halo o basta lang mahalo?
Basta't matanggal na yung dilaw. Pag na ano na yung dilaw, naluto na. Kasi pag inorasan ko, lalo akong nagagahuli, namamalitip-litip ko. Naano ko yung boses mo eh, naalala ko yung boses mo eh.
So, ganyan lang. Papantayin lang siya.
Papantayin, tapos palalamigin.
Alam niyo kung saan nanggaling ang galapong?
Hindi ko rin alam.
Hindi niya-
Basta naano lang ng nanay ko, natutunan lang yan. Kahit ibigay ko yung recipe, hindi nila makuha yung luto.
Tsaka yun nga, dito ko lang nabibili yan eh.
Meron ka mabili, hindi ganyan kalambot. Pero sa pagbubuhat ng bangka,
A few minutes later.
Dati po niluluto nyo sa uling, di ba?
Oo.
Oo, nakaiba yung uling.
Nag-ipon lang ang pambili oven.
Oh,
Kasi bawal na kasi sa labas.
bawal na ang...
Bawal na magluto sa labas.
Oh.
Tsaka hindi, madumi rin tingnan eh. Pagka,
Init ng tingnan. Kasi nasa oven na siya.
Sige.
Ano bibili mo?
May kakainin ako dito nung pang individual portion lang. Tapos magte-take out po ako nung nakaganon.
Ito.
Apa.
Dito po tayo ngayon sa Marikina. Wash out po sa inyo. Aling po tayo ngayon. Ito po yung tindahan ni ate ng Bibingkang. Magandang po. Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng nanonood. Like and subscribe na lang po.
Nakakagawa ko na.
Tsaka,
Tapos isang iwan. Isang galapong, isang munggo.
Oo.
Apa.
Tama.
Tikman muna natin ang munggo.
Mainit.
Sarap. Sweetness is just right. I love the soft, gooey texture of the rice and the munggo bits on top. Wow. But I came here for the Bibingkang Galapong, so let's try it. It just slides down. Goodness, look how like fluffy it is and soft it is and moist with the latik on top. So here's the moment of truth. Bibingkang Galapong after 3 years. Hot. Saying that it's creamy is an understatement. It is, I don't know, it just melts in your mouth like butter. I don't even know how to describe it anymore. It's just
Smooth like butter.
this with coffee, delish. With the latik. This is the freshest I've had this, straight from the oven to my mouth. And you get that eggy texture and taste as well. And then you can taste the coconut milk. Then once it disintegrates in your mouth, there's a little bit of sticky feeling from the cornstarch. The last part that you taste is the latik, which is the caramelized sugar boiled with coconut milk. So good. Sarap! Ayun. Morning! Puro mangga lang lahat? Yung bagoong mo ba manghang, kuya?
Hindi po.
Hindi, okay. Magkano yung ganito, kuya?
10 lang po.
Po.
Thank you.
Salamat po. Alright, so just randomly saw a manga seller. This is a unripe mango. It looks so sour to me. I'm not really into sour mangoes, but if the bagoong is good, then it will be good to me. So let's try this. Oh, I love it. The mango is not too sour actually. Very light. And you have that sweet bagoong shrimp paste. It really goes nicely with it. Beautiful contrast. Crunchy mangoes. I asked if it's spicy. And I think he thought that I'm scared of spicy. But I'm actually looking for spicy bagoong. But it's okay. Still pretty good. Done. That's what I love about the Philippines. When you walk around the neighborhood, you will see these vendors who make mostly homemade dishes and they sell them around the neighborhood. Let's keep going. Ano pong best seller niyo po?
Ang ano po, pandikoko, Spanish, pandesal,
Pandikoko at Spanish.
Macapuno Tart, egg pie.
Dami ah. Dati na-try ko lang dito yung plain na pandesal eh. Ngayon may mga malunggay na.
Opo, tsaka ano, cheese pandesal din, ube pandesal.
Pwede yung isang malunggay?
Pwede po.
Isang malunggay, isang cheese.
Nakita mo dito ang kalahati na asukal na pula.
Magkano po lahat?
22.
Kuya, pwede makaiupo dito? Thank you po. So I went to a classic bakery here along Cruz around Santa Elena in Marikina, and it's called Fema's Bakery. It's one of the classic panaderias and famous ones here in this area. So I got their Malunggay Pandesal and cheese pandesal. Since I've been patronizing them a few years back, I've been buying the normal pandesal. This time they have upgraded to Malunggay Pandesal. They have this on their menu already. The green dots there, it's from the Malunggay or the moringa leaves, freshly baked. Look how fluffy it is inside, and it's a little bit toasty on the outside as well. As you can see, the crust. So good. It's very busy right now. I'm literally sitting down here in Toda, which is a place where the tricycle drivers would wait for passengers. What a unique way of eating my pandesal. Here in Santa Elena. You can put anything on it. It's healthier because it has moringa leaf, which is a superfood. Very cheap. You can get this anywhere in the Philippines. We use it in soups. Now, let me try the cheese pandesal. Normally for cheese pandesal, the cheese is just inside, but here they really want to show that, hey, this is a cheese pandesal. See the cross section? Okay. The cheese is outside. Cheers. Very light. I think not much of a difference between that and the malunggay. This one is the plain pandesal with the cheese. I hope they can put it inside. I'd pay more for it. Next, Macapuno Tart. Beautiful color on top there. Caramelized. Macapuno, I believe, is like a young coconut. Very soft, silky, smooth, and sweet. It's one of my favorite things in the world. There's Macapuno candy, Macapuno na Kakanin, and here it's made into a tart form. So let's try it out. Look at that. It's so good and light and fluffy. It's not too eggy, which I'm surprised. It's very soft and moist on the inside, and you have that caramelized burnt flavor on top, which is so good. Love it. Alright, we've had kakanin, mangga, we've had bread. I'm looking for something savory. Let's see if we can find one. Pa-order ako ng one of each, kuya. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ilan dito?
Sige, isa lang yan. Sige na.
Pag-isa lang po ba ito?
Sige, kuya. So, ito pong siomay. Anong sausawan ito?
Kalamansi at saka toy.
Ano pong laman ng sasato?
Sili at saka bawang.
Gawa niyo to, kuya?
Opo.
Wow, chili garlic. Alright, it's been a while since I last had my fried siomai. Kuya makes his own chili garlic oil. You should have it with toyo. The only way to go. The siomai is very savory, soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. This is a must to have that balance of acidity. Yeah, the students who grew up in the Philippines can relate that this will go with rice. College days, high school days, pangtawid, sulit. This is so good. Next, let's try the different fried items that they have here. I ordered pretty much everything. Fried isaw, quick, fishball, chicken ball, kikiam, and then the blood cakes. This is the blood cake. I have not tried this fried ever. Okay lang, kuya, makikipalagay ako sa inyo.
Oo naman, siyempre.
Salamat.
Alin po ba, mangang?
Paghahaluin yung maanghang tsaka yung suka. Salamat po. Ayan, gawa mo rin lahat ng sauce na. Okay na siguro yun. Ano pangalan mo, kuya?
Jeffrey po.
Jeffrey?
Opo.
Jeffrey. Araw-araw kayo nakapwesto dito, kuya?
Opo.
Mga anong oras yan?
Minsan maaga. Ngayon, tulad ngayon, kanina dumating ako dito alas
10 o'clock hanggang ano oras to? 7? 8 p.m. Mga ganon, 7, 8 p.m. Kuya Jeffrey, just beside this church. Let's try the fried foods. The fried isaw first. So this is fried chicken intestines. I normally have it grilled, but there are stalls like this, like Kuya Jeffrey, who cooks them fried, which is a good texture because the chicken intestine is very soft. It has that chewy texture on the outside. And then now you have that extra crunchy flavor from the batter. It's a very textural experience. So good. Next, my favorite, kwek. In every tusok-tusok places, this is always a must for me. I love it. Creamy, egg yolk, perfectly cooked, very crunchy on the outside. Next, I'm very curious about these balls. So let's try the fishball first. The shape of the fishball here is like this. It's very thin. This is a Filipino street food fishball that you will see anywhere. Brings me back to my childhood. If you say the word fishball in Singapore, it's their comfort food and it's made fresh daily. Here in the Philippines, the most common is frozen fish balls that you will just fry. This is the chicken ball. It's close to what you will see in Singapore when you say fishball. I think I'm gonna put the chili oil on here because some kids or some students would buy here. Kuya Jeffrey doesn't make it too spicy. So let's try the kikiam with it. Kikiam or kwekiam, however you pronounce it. The most traditional one, they call it ngokyang, which is fried pork rolls in Chinese. This is the street food version of it. And again, it's frozen then fried. So good. Next, fried blood cakes. Try it.
Magkano po isaw? Magkano po isaw?
Creamy all the way through. It's very sweet. You have that crunchy texture from the batter. Since I put the chili garlic oil, everything is better right now. And you just keep going. If you have not tried Filipino tusok-tusok, I highly recommend that you try the classic sweet one first. Then next you try the suka or the vinegar. But for me, it's a combination of both. I would always mix the spicy sweet one with the vinegar like this. Cheers. Very nice, gloomy weather here. This church is just in front of what they call Bahay na Bato. I'll talk about it more on the next videos about this Bahay na Bato. I need some private moments with my tusok-tusok right now. I'll see you in a bit. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the classic Filipino street foods. Some of the hole-in-the-wall spots that you can find here in Marikina. Underrated, Kakanin, Galapong, in my opinion. My childhood favorite, tusok-tusok, Mangga with Bagoong. We had the Pandesal. I'm so full right now. We've been snacking for a couple hours. Yeah, I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again here in the Philippines. Bye!